Well, welcome everyone. I am Molly and this is Alex. And the Gatsby DX team has put together a set of CMS starters which showcase how you can use your preferred CMS with Gatsby. We've also made the design files public in Figma, so you can play around with designing content before you actually take things to code. So the starters currently have support for WordPress, Drupal, Datto, and Contentful. And in this session, we'll be using Contentful and Figma to demo making 4 changes to the starter. So we'll be swapping out the logo, changing the theme colors of the starter, changing the main heading content, and then changing the heading font. So to emulate how this happens IRL, I'll be updating the Figma designs first and then handing them off to Alex to implement. So let's get into it. And I'm going to share my screen here. Okay, so you can find all of our starters at this link up here, starters/Gatsby CMS. And let's go down. You can see basically we have WordPress, Contentful, Drupal, Datto, wonderful stuff. We'll be focusing on Contentful today. So let's just look at that. Ooh, beautiful. Love the blue, the yellow, support Ukraine. And then we will also click into this little thing at the bottom, Gatsby's Figma Community files. Okay, so we're going to view those Figma files here as well. Okay, so just a warning, this will be a bit of a Figma speed run, okay? If you're not familiar with Figma, you can create a free account very, very easily where you can find some excellent tutorials. We've published these files in Figma Community, which kind of gives you open source files basically made by creators all over the world. And you can duplicate these files to your own Figma workspace. I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to say duplicate. And then this is just to my Gatsby Inc., Gatsby's organizational Figma account. So let's have it load here, hopefully sort of quickly. Let's go Figma. Okay, so a quick walkthrough of Figma. So this whole left sidebar here, I'm just going to resize my screen a little bit. This whole left sidebar here is where all the pages and also the layers are going to be. So you can click through the different pages. This page is going to have all of the design components that you have. So a lot of great documentation written by one of our other designers, Flo. And then you can see all of the actual starter pages themselves. Again, very quick walkthrough. You can see some of the components. And then we'll be focusing today actually on the themes. So when you click into this page, you have WordPress, Drupal, Datto, and our beautiful Contentful. So this is the thing that we are going to actually be changing today. And then you can click into utility components, lots of great README stuff here. You can kind of explore it on your own, but focusing on Contentful right now, let's get into some changes. So you'll also see that all of our global styles are over here. So we have text styles, color styles, and then effect, grid, etc. So whenever you're changing something in Figma globally, you're going to reference these. And these have been really well documented, again, by Flo. So getting into it, let's add a new logo. So our company, for our purposes, is Acme, very original. And so to do that, I'm actually going to click into this logo element here. And you'll see that I already kind of drilled down into this logo layer. And over here in our style panel, you can see all the styles for this element. So we have that logo component here. You could swap the instance. You don't probably want to swap the logo instance, but you do want to swap to another variant of this logo. So we have the WordPress logo, Datto, Drupal, but we're going to select Acme. And I'm not going to show you how to actually upload your own logo here. Again, pretty easy in Figma to upload it as a component or to add it as a component. But you'll see that that has changed there for us. And then next, we're going to actually change our colors. So I'm going to click out of all elements that are selected. And again, once I deselect everything, I have all of my design styles over here. So you'll look at the color styles. So I want to change all of the colors, basically. Acme is a very stark black and white kind of company. So I'm going to change my Contentful starter to be black and white. So I'm going to go down into themes. So these are the base kind of color styles for all of the starters. But this in particular, if I click into themes down here, we have Contentful. Click into that, and we've got a background. So I'm going to click into this. It says edit style. This means I'm editing the global style, not just the background of this specific page. So I'm just going to do regular white, FFF. Wonderful. You'll see it all changed. And then this muted style over here, this is where this kind of applies to this background. So I'm going to do not straight white, but probably like a F8, F8. There we go. So you can kind of see just slight contrast, really light gray. And then I'm going to change the text primary and active to darker colors. So I'm just going to do straight black. I can say just black in Figma. That's awesome. I just type that. Or I can do zeros. Wonderful. So we've got those styles changed, and you'll see that everything is black now. And then finally, I'm going to change my active state. That's just going to be a really dark gray. So I'm just going to type in 1D, 1D, 1D. Wonderful. You may notice, Molly, why didn't the yellow of these images change? Well, that's because they're actual images. So those are the colors of those. Just note that those will not change, but you'll be swapping out your own images, hopefully, right? Your company is not going to have these exact images. So let's finally edit the heading content to match our company name. So again, Gatsby homepage starter templates, probably not going to be an ideal heading for me. I'm going to change it to hot content from Acme Corporation. See if I can spell that right. Exclamation point. All right, it looks awesome. I feel like, you know, it's pretty Acme-ish, except for, I'm gonna look into and change the actual font style for this. So you can see I have this element selected. I've drilled down into it, I've edited it, but you can see that the actual text style here is display, XL, bold, sans. So instead of actually, I wanna change, again, I wanna deselect everything and change that specific heading style like I would in the actual Gatsby starter. So I'm going to deselect everything. I'm going to click into text styles. So I'm going to follow that same folder structure, display, XL, bold, sans, click my little slider, edit it. I'm going to change it to a wonderful font called Anton. And you're just going to see this. It's a high impact font right there to match our beautiful Acme font up here. So that's that's the changes. This is looking pretty hot. I think I'm gonna swap over to Alex to implement these really, really great changes, beautiful, to the actual starter code. All right.
All right. As Molly said, my name's Alex. I'm a member of the developer experience squad at Gatsby, and I had the pleasure of working on these starters this quarter. So excited to share them with you. Before we take a look at those Figma changes that Molly just implemented, I just want to acknowledge some of the behind the scenes work that I've done here already for us. So locally, I've already gone ahead and copied this Gatsby starter contentful homepage with the npx Gatsby new command. I have also gone ahead and created a free contentful space. So that is here. And I've gone ahead and ran the yarn setup script that is a part of our repository here to populate the contentful space with all of our data model, content, files, etc. So we're up and running there. Now, this is what we got running locally. And just to show you real quick, looks exactly like what we have on our demo site. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at this Figma change that Molly has done for us. So first thing first, I want to say that Acme, our new logo, is something we're going to grab. So we take a look at this in Figma. We want to grab this logo frame that contains all of these. I'm going to go over here to export. And with this, we can actually take a little preview of what it is. Okay, that looks right. And in our situation here, we're actually going to want to use an SVG of this image. We're going to go ahead and export this out. So we got that now. I'm going to pull it up here real quick. And I'm actually going to go ahead and open this in Visual Studio Code so that we're just going to go ahead and paste this SVG markup into our actual component here called brand logo. So this is just one file within the components directory that we have in the starter here. Currently, this is the Gatsby contentful logo. We know that's changing. So let's go ahead and replace what we have here with our new markup. Now, this is no longer accurate. So let's go ahead and change this to be Acme logo. And there's a few other things we'll do here real quick, just because this is JSX. We want to make sure our property names are camel cased. And then we're going to use a trick called current color for our fill and stroke values. And this allows this SVG element to take down the colors of its parent elements. So we'll show you in a second why we do that. So that is good. our development server has already picked up this change, and we can see that we do have the Acme logo. Note, it is still blue, and that's just because we haven't changed our colors yet. So let's go do that. Kind of following what Molly had done here, we go to the root of this and take a look at our themes, Contentful. Here's we are with all the different colors that we now have for our Acme themed one. So background here, we'll just go ahead and open up a file called colors.css.ts, which is where we host all of our different branded colors. So this is imported into the theme file, which also is used heavily across there. So we know the background is now going to be white. Our text color, background is going to be white. Our text color is going to be black. Our primary color is also going to be black. Our muted, if I can remember correctly here, F8, F8, F8. So we will get that in place. And our active back here is 1D, 1D, 1D. All right, so we would make that save, and our development server picks up that change. We go back to our home page, and what do you know? This looks kind of close, right? We do have some things here with the header, though, that Molly had changed in the Figma designs that we want to get going as well. So let's go ahead and get that going. We use in this project a thing called font source to source our different fonts. So I know that there is a font source for this new font that we have here, right? Anton. So I'm going to go ahead and install that into the project. As that's happening, I'm going to go ahead and open up a file here, Gatsby browser, where we import all of our different fonts and anticipate that this is going to be indeed here. So we'll go ahead and save that. Additionally, we want to change what our headings, have as their font face. So here we go in our theme file. We've got fonts. Right now we're using DM Sam's, the same, but we want to use Anton. So let's go ahead and update that there. Now the font face isn't the only thing that's changing, right? We also are changing the content. And so that's where Contentful here is going to come into play. So I'll go ahead and go to my Contentful space, go down to the homepage hero, which has this content here. And I believe we don't have this. We have hot content from Acme Corporation with 3 exclamation points. So I go ahead and publish these changes as they're there. We should go back here. We can do a quick clean. Restart our development server. If I did this all right, here in a few seconds, we shall see essentially an identical copy of what we have in our Figma designs here that Molly just changed for us in our local host. Almost done. There we go. So now let's take a look here and refresh the page. And what do you know? Here we go. And that updates, all of our different headings that we have here, because that is just the way we've set up that theme. So I will show a little bit about that current color background. On our mobile view of this, we do a nifty little switch of the color of our logo. So if you use an SVG for your company logo and current color as the fill and stroke value, you can take advantage of that little neat feature. And with that, I'll mention that I have a couple of branches up on repo that I will share here with you guys shortly that demonstrates this stuff, and you can take it home and look at it. but this is a quick little demonstration of how you can customize your own company's homepage using one of these starters. So with that, I think we're going to head back to JD and Lacey here.
Hello.
All right. Thank you to Alex and Molly. That was a great session. Kind of melding design and development. We'd love to see that stuff.
Very cool. Yep. Love the design team. Thank you, Molly and Alex, for doing that. Hey, JD, besides the fact that we lost our GatsbyConf backgrounds for a second, what else is up right now?
I think we want to get back to the raffles. I'm really excited about this whole raffle thing. Being able to announce these prizes is actually like bringing me closer to my true career dream of being a game show host. So, maybe someday.
Yeah, this could be like your highlight reel.
Yeah. We'll record this and send this to you. Okay. But let's get to it. Let's get to it. This is our second batch of raffle prizes. We've got 3, I think, to give out right now. Again, all the raffle prizes are coming from companies who use Gatsby to power their websites. And up first, we've got an amazing prize. This is a $100 US dollars gift card for Root Houseplants. If you want to see their amazing website, it's root-houseplants.com. They are online and in real life, brick and mortar, shops all through the UK that are home to more than 200 plant varieties. Their site is absolutely gorgeous. Check it out, root-houseplants.com. And they aim to make people's homes just as beautiful as their website. So let's see who gets to freshen up their home with some greenery. This is going to be winner code V as in victory, D as in dog, 546-900. VD546900. You are the winner. Some plants are on your way.
I'm very jealous as a plant mom. I wish I could be part of the raffle, but alas, someone is going to get some cool plants. So congratulations. All right, jumping into the next one, we have a $150 gift card to Willow and Cole. That is a not just regular baby clothes, luxury baby clothes made of some of the finest, softest materials, which is very cool, very important for little people. What I also think is super cool is that their website was made by GatsbyConf speakers Tom Hughes and John Thornton of Attach Digital, and their talk is actually coming up pretty soon. So definitely go check it out, Willow and Cole. And let me just get to the winner code already and share who is going home with the 150 gift card for that. It's WD541932. One more time, WD541932. And you can go to GatsbyConf.com/raffle to double check if you think I said yours. JD, one more, right?
One more. We got one more, and it's just as awesome. This is a $100 gift card for Precision Hydration. They provide personalized hydration and fueling strategies for athletes so they can perform at their best. You can't just rely on simply drinking that drink from the corner grocery store, right? This is about high level performance. Check out their website. You can find out. You can get your own numbers with their online sweat test and quick carb calculator and figure out, and those are both screaming fast, by the way, on their website. You can use them to help you understand kind of how you stand and how much more hydration you need. But $100 gift card to Precision Hydration. Here we go. The winning code is XO, that's XO, 452782. XO 452782. You are a winner. You're not going to have any problems with dehydration. You're going to be fully hydrated to the max. Athletic performance will be peaking from this point forward. So I think those are the 3.
Yeah, that's the 3. So congrats to the 3 winners. Again, one more time, GatsbyConf.com/raffle to go confirm that. Also, the instructions for how to actually claim it are there. So that's super helpful, I think. And while you're on GatsbyConf.com, you can check out the jobs page of the GatsbyConf site. You will see, if you see any listings that look interesting, head back over here quickly because all the sponsors are here and you could even chat with them live about some of those listings. So check it out.
Yeah, lots of stuff to check out. Keep visiting those sponsors. They've got amazing content. Check out the jobs page. Hopefully you were able to pop into the GatsbyConf cafe earlier as well. But lots of things to keep you busy in between sessions. We're roughly 5 minutes, actually just under, from our next session, which is going to be a really, really good one. You heard Dustin hopefully earlier this morning teasing some product announcements, giving you a little bit of updates of some of the stuff we're doing with Gatsby. Up next is going to be Gatsby framework updates and a live Q&A with Gatsby Principal Product Manager, Pragmatic Patrick Sullivan. That's a lot of P's, so let me say it again. It's Gatsby Principal Product Manager, Patrick Sullivan, Pragmatic Pat, as I like to call him. He's going to be coming up here next on the main stage in about 4.5-ish minutes. So we will see you there. We'll catch you back on the flip side with Q&A with him. But head on over to your agenda, to the main stage. It's Patrick Sullivan coming up next with those Gatsby updates.
See you soon. Bye.
See you soon.